Sail faster, sail safer, in association with Pantanius. Welcome to Sail Faster, Sail Safer, a series of videos presented by professional solo sailor Pip Hare.
Communication, preparation and timing are words you hear a lot when talking about manoeuvres with the spinnaker, and they particularly apply to jibing. Together with Round the World sailor Hannah Jenner, we're going to take you through a few jibing manoeuvres, showing you how to perform them efficiently with limited crew, including jibing this 44-footer double-handed. Jibing a symmetrical spinnaker, just like all manoeuvres with the spinnaker, is about good preparation, good communication and good timing. The speed at which you jibe depends on how many crew people you have on board. The more people you have, the faster you can jibe, but if you're jibing short crewed, just make sure the boat is well prepared and take the manoeuvre nice and steady. In preparation, identify which winches you need in the cockpit and make sure they're free. Pull on the tweakers to move the sheeting angle for the spinnaker forward and so stabilise the spinnaker. Then you might want to think about centering the mainsail and ensuring that you lock the traveller off pre-jibe. Once you're prepared, you want to start flying the spinnaker on the sheets. So pull on the windward sheet. Be careful not to let the guy go until the windward sheet is visibly taking the weight of the windward clew. A common mistake people make is to let the guy off early, and this allows the clew forward and the spinnaker folds in half and it won't fly during the jibe, so you'll probably end up with a wrap. If this happens, don't jibe. Go back slightly to windward, get the spinnaker flying properly and try again. Once the spinnaker's flying nicely on the sheets, you can turn through the jibe at the right speed for you. Jibe the pole, and once the main has jibed across, don't forget to let the main sheet out to ensure that you don't round up after the jibe. Once the pole's over, you take up on the new guy, again ensuring that you have the weight of the windward clew in the guy before you release the sheet. And finally, let off the tweaker on the leeward side. We're looking at jibing the asymmetric or a cruising chute. We've got outside lead on this one, which means the sheet is running outside the sail around the front of the boat, and this is a more common setup for cruising chutes or boats with smaller poles. Hannah and I are going to do this double-handed. Again, preparation is important. Coming into the jibe, we're going to centre the main and pull the tack line on. Once this is done, Hannah will prepare her sheets, making sure that the old sheet is flaked and ready to run out very quickly and snag free, and the new sheet is wrapped around the winch, ready to pull on. The jibe is quite quick, and if you're steering, you need to watch the sail, watch the front of the boat and what's happening to ensure that that clew floats around the front of the boat and the spinnaker doesn't get tangled up. If you go into the jibe and the spinnaker's not flying, then stop. Get back on course, get the spinnaker flying and try again. Are you ready, Hannah?
I'm ready.
Okay, I'm going to jibe the boat round. Hannah will release the old sheet nice and quickly so there's pressure in the old sheet and the clew flies around the front of the boat, and then she'll pull on the new sheet as quickly as possible. Let's go. Once the spinnaker is jibed, we can let the mainsail out. We've now changed to inside lead jibing. You might do this if there's very light wind and the force of the wind isn't strong enough to carry the clue around the front of the boat, or perhaps if you have a longer bowsprit you might choose to inside gybe. The main difference with inside gybing is the time at which you release your old sheet. Ease the old sheet until the clue reaches the forestay, then just as the clue is past the forestay, take up on the new sheet, release the old sheets completely and pull the spinnaker through. Again, watching that clue, the further forward the clue gets to the forestay, the more likely you are to get a wrap. So try and keep the clue as close to the forestay as possible.
Sail faster, sail safer, in association with Pantanius.